Hi, I'm Wendell G. Welcome back to the WBL Key West Pirates. They're tied for first place in the South right now. Oh, mercy, it's raining outside. Raining outside like Missy Elliott. This is going to be a tough. This is going to be a tough analysis here. Key West. Let's start with pitching. Let's just start with pitching. See, he's got everybody on a 95. Everybody on a 95 pitch count. It's a good idea. Spring training. Get everybody on a low pitch count for spring training. They won't pitch more than a few innings anyway, but I like to taper my guys up early in the season. I don't like them to come out throwing 130 pitches right off the bat. So I'll taper my guys up probably from 90 pitches to 100, 110. I rarely let my guys go on pitch count, but that's just me. It's just me. So I can't even make heads or tails of Gooksta's rotation here. Should I just take it at face value? Okay. Felitti, Reginald Felitti, 22-year-old rookie. Look at this. Look at this kid. This guy looks good. Reginaldo. This will be his second year on the WBL roster. He started 24 games last year, went 7-14 with a 5.33 ERA and a 1.46 WHIP. His biggest weakness last year was giving up the home run ball, it looks like to me, 1.6 home runs per 9 innings. His control's still growing, according to Howard. Ground ball pitcher. So if Gooksta's got an infield around him, he should be okay. He should be okay. His BABIP was 309 last year. Not terrible. 300 is about my litmus for kind of break even. ERA plus was sub 80, but he had a 1.0 WAR. Not sure how to interpret that, except it's a good guy to have. Yuta Meineke. It's not a bad guy either. 26. He doesn't have great overwhelming stuff. He's going to pitch to contact, and he's going to not walk a whole lot of guys, though. 1.8 walks per 9 innings. That's a good strikeout walk ratio. He doesn't strike out a lot, but he walks a lot less. Doesn't give up a lot of home runs. He is a longtime member of the Key West ball club. He has, let's see, for the past 3 years, he's been a starter in the rotation. Last 2 years, started 32 games each year, 197 innings, 198 innings. Very consistent ERA, about 4.40. Very consistent WHIP, about 1.37 WHIP between the 2 years. There's a good Mr. Steady right here, 3.3 and 3.2 WAR. Meineke, I'm glad I'm doing this. I didn't even know about this guy. I would have totally overlooked him. He's making cheap money too, $2.75 million. Felitti, is he still at the minimum? He is. In fact, he doesn't have a year of service left. This is good. Gooksta, you got some guys to build around here. Musa Saker is the number 3 guy, slotted at least right now. He looks like a completely average kind of guy, a little bit fewer walks than average, great stamina, fly ball kind of a guy. Not a great defense, but he can hold runners. He's righty. Popular guy on the minimum. He'll be coming up on ARB next year. So Gooksta will be negotiating his extension if he wants to keep him, I would imagine. He had a 5.35 ERA this past year, 171 innings. My PC is trying to do something. What are you trying to do, PC? Something's trying to update. 1.49 WHIP. These numbers are not half bad. 1.7. These numbers are better than what I see here. 5.6 strikeouts per 9 innings. Overall, a net positive player for Key West Pirates of Penzance. Dwayne Kidwell, I kid you not. He's another good-looking 21-year-old starting pitching prospect, ground ball Tennessee. Last year, he got a taste of the WBL with 2 starts and 2 relief appearances, 1.12 WHIP and a 3.14 ERA. Gooksta's got a young ball club here, Key West. I had no idea what to expect. Hemming Lindgren, starting pitcher, number 5 in the rotation, 5 out of 6. Pretty average year last year. 4.32 ERA, 1.56 WHIP. Looks like that was his first year on the big league roster and making the minimum. Guy's ecstatic to be on the roster. Look at this guy. He's so happy. He hides it well. Doesn't he? 3.2 walks per 9 innings. I would presume he's grown into a better control rate over the course of the season. 3 starts and he gave up 0 home runs. That is not a 45 movement. That's about a 70 movement rating. 16 innings and 0 home runs. We'll have to see if that holds up. If it does, this guy's got better than 45 movement. Finally, number 6, Bailey Challen was a recent acquisition from Helsingborg, who had acquired him from Las Vegas. And Lando said there was a mistake on his part to snarf him over. However, this guy can be very helpful in the Key West rotation. Got a great stuff rating. Got a bunch of pitches, 2 really outstanding pitches, 1 above average pitch and 3 mediocre ones. Stamina, meh. Pitches 100 miles an hour though. Kind of gets his pitches up in the strike zone, but I think he'll be fine down in Key West. I really do. I think he's going to have a good year. He had a fine year at Vegas. In fact, Vegas put him on waivers. Is that right? I think Vegas put him on waivers. I was even looking at this guy because I normally am a high movement kind of a guy, but with this kind of stuff rating, this kind of experience, he kind of knows, Challen knows what he's doing, man. What's his intelligence rating? Normal. Work ethic high, desire for win high. This guy's a fighter, man. He's a competitor. That desire for win, I don't underestimate that. Those guys, they might look like they are not as good as they perform to. I don't know if I said that right. But anyway, what dissuaded me was his $13 million contract, and he's in his last year of it. So he'll be tough to sign to an extension because he'll be expensive, but he'll be a good 1-year deal for Key West. And if Key West lets him go, chances are good they can get him in free agency for half price if they jump on him quick. So that's sort of the starting rotation for Key West. I'm not really sure how to interpret these relievers, but let's just go down this list. Patrick Evans, a good old boy from close to my hometown, Milledgeville, Georgia. I grew up 30 minutes from Milledgeville. Used to go over there to the lake. Oh, man. Oconee Lake? Lake Oconee? Yeah, Lake Oconee. And go swimming. Got a great old knuckle curve. Velocity's pretty high for a knuckle curve kind of guy. 92 mile an hour fastball makes that knuckle curve really float up there. He had 1.37 WHIP, 4.43 ERA with Key West last year. Key West showed some patience with him because he kind of blew up in his 2042 season. 80 appearances with Key West, 103 innings out of the bullpen. That's a heavy-duty bullpen guy right there. So this guy's a good asset in the bullpen. Yeah, I hear you, Jimmy. Patrick Heathcote, also another good guy in the bullpen. Looks like, where did he come from? He came from Seoul in a trade involving whom? One of the things I tell my English composition class up at UCO is a lot of people get hung up on the difference between when to use who and when to use whom. A good rule of thumb is just plug in he or him. If the phrase sounds better if you plug in him, then whom should go there. Just a quick rule of thumb. Anyway, subject, object, he and whom. He and him, who and whom. For whom the bell tolls. Tolls for you. Patrick Heathcote, traded for Aldred Yockums. This just went down just the other day. I don't know why this trade happened. Aldred Yockums went to Seoul. Woo! Aldred Yockums and what else? Aldred Yockums went to Seoul in exchange for Heathcote and what? And what else? Surely Heathcote wasn't it. Okay. Anyway, getting hung up on that, but Heathcote, fine-looking reliever type. Yankee. God, Yankee said he doesn't like these guys who don't have a third pitch. Man, I can get that, but they're worth something, you know. They are worth something. Mahmoud Mamouni. Looks like another long-time Key West guy. Key West. What's Key West's farm system? 2038 first round? First year? Yeah, first round draft out of Hawaii. Hawaii. Yonkers. Winston-Salem. Let's see. Kinley, Yonkers, Winston-Salem. Okay. Makes total sense. Kinley, Yonkers, and Winston-Salem. Very good. Winston-Salem. I used to live in Winston-Salem, and the team up there was named for a while. It was the Winston-Salem Warthogs, and they played in a really crappy stadium, and I never went to a game, I'm sad to say. Sorry to say. So, Mamouni, age 24, reliever, had a great 2 appearances last year, only 2 appearances. 2.25 ERA and 1.00 whip. Small sample size. His time in AAA wasn't so good. We'll see how Mamouni does. Center fielder. Why is the center fielder listed in the pitching? Because he's got some pitching ability. Chingman. Another left fielder. Three outfielders listed here in the pitching ratings. Wait a minute. Just give me pictures. Sorry. Brain fade. Yuta Manatee. Did I already talk about him? Alright, well that's probably enough about the relief. Let's look at Tovar. Who is Gooksta's closer? Is it wild card? Who's your closer, Gookst? Let's look at stuff. Is it Heathcote or Evans? I'm presuming it's one of these 2 guys. All right. Well, Gooksta's pitching. It's kind of in a state of disorder. Hard to tell what he's doing. It looks like he's got the hosses to be competitive though. His lineups: catcher Jim Sawyer. This guy came over in a deal, a salary dump from False Bay that gave Key West some assets along with the salary. Yeah, a couple of prospects, middle infield prospect and an outfield prospect. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so Jim Sawyer will be starting behind the dish. His backup, John Davison. Great defensive catcher. So-so offense, but he couldn't get on base. Shurston. We got 3 catchers in the lineup. Okay. Shurston, another great defensive catcher. DH, Dmitry Vazharov, Latvian. Age 31. Great contact, man. Actually plays good corner outfield. Nice. 3.9 WAR player last year, age 31. $13.5 million contract signed through the end of this year. Scuttlebutt. A right-handed contact hitter with some power. How many home runs? 6 home runs this year. His home runs have tapered off. 19, 15, 6. His average, though, 338 average. Wow. Man, that's impressive. Okay, so first base is open. It looks like Garcia. First base, backup, and Q-Pew Na. Also plays first base. Jan Egberts, plays the second base. Egbert hit 267 last year. Utility, Bung-Hwan Kim, 242. And then Gutierrez, Jose Gutierrez is the backup utility player. Why are these guys on? I don't get why. I don't understand this roster very well. Shortstop, Tengyasore Adumbe. How well did he hit? 234, 278. Not so great, but he had a positive WAR. He must have been an outstanding fielder last year. Plus 4.4 in the hole last year at short. Yeah, that's where he claimed a lot of value. Valuable second shortstop, middle infielder. Taniguchi, York County Taniguchi. How do you have room for all these middle infielders, man? I don't get it. Robbie Farr, Doodles was picked up in the off season. In fact, he was just picked up about 2 Sims ago. And a long-time Helsingborg player who just kept. Helsingborg couldn't get rid of him. They just kept extending him year after year because they just didn't have a better option. And now he finally came available, and Gooks got him for a good value at $5 million. Good value for Doodles. Wall. Who is Wall? Jeffrey Wall, third base back. It's like Key West has 2 backups for every position here. Look at that. I guess Gutierrez is utility left side, but wow. Outfield, Judite Marmolero, age 26, corner outfielder. Oh, That's, take note, Tanky. If you want to tank, you bring up an outfielder who hits .098 with a .145 OBP. Anybody. Find a sofa to go out in right field. Bjorn Riesdick. Oh my goodness. QS has got a lot of opportunity out here in the outfield. Theo, Louise the Snake. Oh man. Jay Hong Hong, $8.5 million left fielder. Got great home run power, a 3.3 WAR player last year. Hit 277, 328. With basically no protection in the lineup, I'm presuming. Hit 35 home runs. And I would imagine every pitcher in the league was pitching around this guy. That's one patient mofo right there. He got no protection in the lineup. Wow. Terrence Mann came out of reclusion to play on the Key West outfield. Came out of the hedges. Well, I don't really know how to interpret this, so I guess I'm not going to say anything more about it. That's kind of hard to say much about. Let's look at minor leagues and see what's cooking in the Key West bakery down in Salem. We got Luis Ibarria, middle reliever, good-looking middle relief prospect, bullpen prospect. Pitched 270, 130 whip last year in Winston-Salem. His walks are up, but his control is going to continue to improve. Just 22. Hold on to him at Gooksta. This guy's going to be all right. You got to hold on to some of them relievers. Gonzalez Edgardo. Oh, man, I saw that name. I was immediately thinking Esteban Martinez from UBL days. 23-year-old, middle-of-the-road prospect, relief prospect. And yeah. Okay, well that's Key West. Let's go look at international right quick. He's got default sort by potential. It's Jose Garcia, shortstop. Good looking prospect here. He picked him up just this 2042. Oh yeah, he's not an international amateur. He was just a playing out minor league free agent, minor league prospect. I think I covered that already in my other video. All right, well that's Key West. Not really sure what to make of all this. What kind of bank they making? $95.9 million budget payroll this year, and a bunch of top dogs not signed for next year. So they got $48 million in contract money guaranteed next year, including Jim Sawyer, whom I bet they move before the season's over. They got some team options to choose to pay or not. Who's Randy Terry? Did we talk about this guy? Right fielder, Randy Terry. Oh, I tell you one thing we didn't do. There's got to be a couple of guys we're missing. Terry hit .279 with a 102 OPS plus, but a minus 0.8 WAR. He must have played poorly in the outfield. Career fielding. He played in right field with a minus 19.8 zone rating. Yikes, and a 1.61 range. So although he technically can play the outfield, he doesn't really play it very well, does he? It's a DH kind of a looking guy here. Maybe he can learn first base. Okay, there's a couple of, let's see, rosters and transactions. Anybody? Here we go. My bad. I should have started with these guys. Mark Coates was signed out of free agency to be Key West catcher. Iron Man on a $1.4 million contract, and he will plug the position at the backstop. First base Ryan Connor is going to take over at somewhere, DH probably, I'm guessing, and provide some batting average and power, although he's kind of fallen off quickly. Tell me he's just a one-year contract. Okay. One-year contract. Wow, $11 million. And do we have anybody on the disabled list? Yes, we do. Yeah, Halibut is on the DL, so Halibut will go into the rotation. That'll make a lot more sense. He pitched 3.72 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP last year. That's awesome. That is awesome. 9.0 strikeout per 9 inning. Torn flexor, though. And how much longer for you? Should be coming back any time now, right? Should be coming back any time. What does it say on the DL? Whoa, injury time left 6 to 7 months. What? Wait. August. Let me think about this for a minute. 6. Oh, recovery time left 6 or 7 months. Oh, baby. That was a 1-year deal. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts, man. That really hurts. Scouting hadn't dropped off yet. Okay, well that's everything I can glean about the Key West system that's gone on long enough, and I appreciate you bearing with me. This was kind of difficult to sort through here, and I think we sorted through everything we can, right? The top prospects, we looked at Kidwell already. He's on the Major League roster. Good-looking starting pitcher prospect. 4 good pitches, great stamina. Jorge Torres, starting pitcher, down in AAA. Looks like he's got to work on that control before he gets the call up. Ground ball guy. Gustav Spronkenstein. I think he just came, yes, from Amsterdam in a trade. Great control. Ceiling. A fork ball. Gustav. And Tacky Bat. Another guy going to work on control. Nice. Looks like Gusta likes to work on guys who, have good stuff, good movement, but need control work. Pretty cool. Maybe you got 5 guys and one of them works it out, figures it out, and you're ahead of the game. All right, that's it for Key West, and I'll be back with another one. I'll see you in a little bit.